Greetings YouTube, Simon here and welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I'm now back off my holiday / vacation, which means that hopefully we'll be able to get straight back into the thick of all the content again and get this game completed, get the Platinum Trophy and all of that good stuff. So I am outside the Centra Ruins, and this is an area you can access once you've completed the events at Fisherman's Horizon on Disc 2. However, something I mentioned before, and that is still some confusion apparently because I'm getting a lot of comments about this, is why I've suggested not recruiting the Odin Guardian Force until Disc 4. So I'm currently on Disc 2, we can go ahead and get Odin right now if we wanted to, and yet I've suggested to you not to do that until Disc 4. So I'm going to hopefully clarify some of that confusion and put all those comments to rest. Finally! Okay, so here's the thing. The Centra Ruins gives you access to two Guardian Forces. Okay, Odin and the Tonberry King. Now normally you'd go ahead and recruit Odin. That will remove this timer from the top of the screen here, which is how long you have to recruit Odin, and then you go ahead and recruit the Tonberry King, and you can actually exit the area by the way at any point in order to reset that timer. Now, what I've recommended is that you don't actually get Odin until Disc 4 and instead just work through this timer, resetting it as need be, and just get the Tonberry King, who is quite a powerful Guardian Force. But here's why. Odin is actually a super powerful GF. Now, he's a little bit different to the other Guardian Forces because he doesn't get added into your Guardian Force roster as the others do. Instead, he will appear randomly at the start of various battles and just decimate those encounters, as one-shot everything on the screen for you. So yeah, quite a handy Guardian Force to have around. However, if you recruit Odin before the end of Disc 3, then at the end of Disc 3, he is going to be permanently replaced by another Guardian Force called Gilgamesh. Now, if you have Gilgamesh, you'll find that Gilgamesh is similar to Odin in that he is a Guardian Force that appears randomly, though he can appear at any point during battle, not only at the start. But he only has a 1 in 4 chance every time he is summoned of casting that decimation ability, that ability that one-shots all the enemies on the screen, which is a little bit annoying because his other 3 attacks are obviously not as powerful. Okay, so Zanzuken, I believe it's called, which is the ability that Odin has. Gilgamesh can also cast that, but only 1 in 4 chance. He also can cast an ability called Excalibur, which does just 1 damage. Masamune, which does quite a bit more damage, and Excalibur, which also does quite a bit of damage. But that Zanzuken ability, which Odin has, Gilgamesh only has a slim chance of casting that. So you do not want Odin to be replaced with Gilgamesh. However, if you recruit Odin after the event of Disc 3, so at any point during Disc 4, then the cutscene that would normally play replacing him will not take place, and Odin will be recruited as one of your Guardian Forces permanently. Now, you still cannot adjust his abilities or see him in the selection screen of Guardian Forces or anything like that, but he will never be replaced with Gilgamesh, so you have the superior Guardian Force throughout the rest of your Final Fantasy VIII career. Now, there's also another reason why I recommend holding off on recruiting Odin until Disc 4, and that's because of the Angelo search ability. Now, for those of you like me playing the Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Edition, you'll perhaps be aware that some of the items, or in fact I think all of the items, that were originally attained only by playing the Chocobo World minigame on the Pocket Station released in Japan, have now been transferred over to the remastered game, and they've been put onto the Angelo search ability. They've been tacked onto that so that you can attain them by using, Angelo search, which is one of Rinoa's limit breaks. Now, here's the thing. You can actually farm those items using Angelo search by leaving your game on overnight and putting it into into a battle where you're not going to die. However, here's the thing. Once again, if you have Gilgamesh, he can be summoned at any point during that encounter, and let's be honest, if you're leaving the game on overnight, it's not going to take long for him to appear and just ruin your entire farming opportunity. So, Gilgamesh is basically a big no. If you want to pretty much do everything you can do in this game, then I would advise sticking with Odin as opposed to having Gilgamesh, and the only way to do that is to recruit Odin on Disc 4. Alright then guys, well hopefully that's clarified the issues for you, and now everybody should fully be on board with why it is that Gilgamesh is pretty much an inferior Guardian Force in every way. In fact, the only way that Gilgamesh is perhaps superior to Odin is you get an awesome cinematic when Gilgamesh is recruited. I won't spoil it for you, you can check it out on YouTube if you want to. So you will miss out on that, unfortunately, by recruiting Odin on Disc 4, but the long-term effects, in my view, far outweigh even the awesomeness of that particular cinematic. Alright then guys, well thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. Next time, since we're here in the Central Ruins, we're going to be recruiting the Tonberry King Guardian Force, who is actually really useful. He's got some very powerful abilities, some unique abilities actually, that you guys will definitely want to get into your party. So do come back and check that out, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.